Inbox Dollars allows you to earn extra money doing paid surveys in your spare time. Use my link below in the description and you will earn a $5 bonus for sign up. Do not miss out and be sure to use my link. Hello everybody, it is the Naughty Investor here coming at you with another video. In this video we have some very important news on Ripple and XRP, and also we're going to go into some more world economic news and how this could affect the overall crypto market. So starting off with XRP. XRP is on a tear right now. It is going up. It's been going up since about yesterday. Things are looking fairly positive right now. Now, when we look at the trend line right here, by the way, it's up about between 4 and 5%. We could see that what was going to happen, there was a lot of talk about this trend line right here. And if XRP broke under this, we would have to see a new surge of buying come in because that would indicate a trend break and more people would get in. But for right now, we are holding steady. So it seems as though XRP is looking strong when it comes to buy power. More people are buying, of course, and the price has been going up. The trend lines are still a little bit, I guess, premature because of where we are right now. But look, we're right above this trend line, and this trend line. And if we could break above this trend line, I think we could start to see even more positive price action for XRP, okay? Now, moving on to the Rsi Indicator, which measures strength in whether or not it is oversold or overbought, we are actually very comfortably. This is where we want RSI to be. We're at about 55, 54, which is just a steady RSI number, which indicates that there is still more room to run. Now, if RSI was over 70, that would indicate we're overbought right now. We need a pullback. We're not there yet, which in my opinion could indicate that XRP has more room to run and it's having healthy growth, not just like bubble growth, if that makes sense, okay? On the MACD indicator, we did have a positive crossing back here. We almost crossed right here, but we didn't, which was good. So we're still in a very positive outlook for the MACD indicator, with that blue line being above the orange line. We can see right here when this blue line went under the orange line, what happened to the price of XRP. It started to go down a bit. So we are still pretty steady. We got very close right here to a crossing, which would have indicated price of XRP going down, but we didn't get it. So price has been going up. Things are looking fairly positive, and the price is up between 4 and 5% on the day. So things are looking fairly positive right now for the price of XRP if you are an investor in XRP. Moving on. Finastra, which is a Ripple partner, by the way, has partnered with First Independent Bank on digital. A Detroit-based bank has launched a series of digital solution and products to attract young customers. So Finastra is a fintech company. They are partnered with Ripple, and they have been doing a lot of press releases very recently. It seems they are also on a tear in terms of getting partnerships done, getting things going, getting products out. And essentially, they are trying to attract a younger consumer base of customers, okay? Right here, by offering our account holders a single, seamless and easy to use banking experience, we will serve our existing customer base while appealing to that more technologically driven demographic. Now, this is good in my opinion because, as we know, the younger generation is going to eventually be the older generation. And if you could capture the younger generation now while they're in their early to mid 20s, by the time they're 30 and they have even more money, because usually you'll be making more money in your 30s than you were in your 20s, then that will be good for Finastra because they'll already have that base of consumers. And of course, this does bleed into Ripple. All partnerships that Ripple have that go well bleeds back into Ripple. It helps them out because having successful partners in the business world is what makes you successful as well, okay? So very, very good here. Going on more into the article, Finastra believes that financial institutions and technology vendors have a responsibility to redefine finance for good, and we are always excited to work with banks that share our passion. He added, First Independence Bank had a clear vision for the type of service it needed to provide in order to exceed the expectations of its customers and best serve its local community. We were able to work closely to make this vision a reality by creating a suite of solutions from core to digital to account opening, bill payment, and more to deliver a flexible, robust, and fully integrated set of banking capabilities. This not only met the bank's specific needs and budget requirements, but it also promises to drive a strong return on investment and enhance customer experience. So very good fintech news for Finastra, and of course they are partnered with Ripple, so this will eventually bleed into Ripple. Maybe not eventually, maybe not immediately, but eventually it will as these partnerships become more and more fruitful. So definitely keep your eye on that. In some more, spooky news for the day, JPMorgan faces a fine of almost $1 billion for market manipulation. Many of the big market manipulation scandals over the past decade have much in common. Huge fines for the investment banks, criminal charges for the traders, and an embarrassing paper trail revealing precisely what bank employees got up to. Interest rate traders who manipulated the London interbank offered rate messaged each other with pleas to put their fixes in low. Foreign exchange traders infamously called a chat room in which they discussed rigging exchanges rates. The cartel, the case against JPMorgan for manipulating precious metals and treasury markets, has many of the usual features. So this is gold and silver. These are the commodity markets. JPMorgan has been manipulating them for over 10 years. So over a decade is what the article said, okay? This is huge, guys, and this just shows that no matter how many rules we have in place, there will always be people trying to manipulate, and I don't think we should trust any bank or company completely. JPMorgan, I mean, they have been manipulating the gold and silver markets. Who knows? We don't know yet how they were doing it. Were they trying to keep prices down, trying to push prices up? I would think they were trying to keep prices down. But that's just my opinion on it. When I think of JPMorgan, I would think they were trying to keep prices for commodities down, maybe to help their stock investments. Maybe they were going to buy the commodities and sell them for more. Who really knows what exactly they were doing? But again, this just shows that you have to be careful. We put a lot of trust in these financial institutions, and they are not always up to the best things. Now, a $920 million fine is a good thing, but who knows how much money they made off this? What if they made $10 billion, right? And we're only giving them a fine for the fraction of the price. I think the fine should be a little bit more heavy and a little bit more draconian, but that's just my thoughts on this. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Do you think a $1 billion fine for market manipulation for over 10 years is enough? I think it should be more like $1 billion a year. But that's just my thoughts on it. I don't like seeing this. I want markets to be steady and have real growth and real bull and bear cycles, because that is what's fair. And when you have manipulation and you have these financial institutions doing this, it is bad for your average consumer who doesn't have the same financial Wall Street connections as them. But yeah, very, very grim news for on JPMorgan and Chase on this market manipulation fine. Okay. Okay, guys, moving on to the last article of the day. Debt cancellation needed to help poorest countries. World Bank president. The COVID-19 pandemic could trigger a debt crisis in some countries, so investors must be ready for granting some forms of relief that could also include debt cancellation. World Bank president was quoted as saying on Sunday, "It is evident that some countries are unable to repay the debt they have taken on. We must therefore also reduce the debt level. This could be called debt relief or cancellation." Now, this is very interesting because if this does occur, any major form of debt cancellation, this could trigger the financial markets in a very interesting way. This could make lenders, people and investors who buy these loans, essentially raise the amount of return on investment they need in the future. Because if you are going to stiff them on certain loans and investments they've made, they're going to want larger returns for the other ones they make in the future, because that is just how markets work. So this could potentially trigger some very big things depending on how far this goes. If it's just one or two off countries, not going to be a huge deal. But if they have a major form of debt cancellation cancellation, this could have a very negative impact on the lending markets, which of course could eventually bleed into the stock market, as well as, affect the crypto markets in some way or fashion. Now, I don't think debt cancellation is the right way to go with this. I think maybe pausing payments, pausing interest rates, freezing interest rates for these poor countries that took on large amounts of debt, maybe that is a better solution. But overall, just wiping away the debt, I don't think that is the right way to go, because you will be stiffing lenders, and then lenders are going to say, okay, well, I lost money on this. I'm going to need to raise my rate in case this happens again, so I can make that money back from this country because I lost money on that country. Okay, and of course, this is going to have major effects on the crypto markets as well as stock markets. So keep your eyes peeled for that if this does go through. Right now, it is just talks. But overall, guys, that is it for the video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, share it. I'll catch you in the next one. And as always, have a great day. Inbox Dollars allows you to earn extra money doing paid surveys in your spare time. Use my link below in the description and you will earn a $5 bonus for sign up. Do not miss out and be sure to use my link.